quite a few people. Also keep in mind every year that joins, they get a number. So this is an 8-year-old server. That's not some like clickbait title. People that join in the first year, the second year, third year, fourth year, and we are currently on the 9th year of people joining. So this is year 9 right here, and we almost have 500 like whitelisted players currently. So all you do, fill that out. You're asked to submit a couple images. People submit their images here, and they show some builds off. So basically, to know that you know what you're doing. So anyway, let's get back to the game real quick. Switch back over to game capture, and I'm just gonna pop that overwards. So basically, this is we're back at spawn. I just kind of want to show you around again. So as you can see, the starter resources. For people that may just be joining the server, there's pretty much a bunch of free stuff right here. You can kind of get situated, you get all the iron you need, everything. Also, all this is automatically like processed and done. So this should automatically refill itself. So the carrots refill itself. The iron automatically refills itself. There's an iron farm up there. There's a carrot farm technically down there. There's a bunch of wool that gets from the sheep. And you even have sticks. And this wool, or this sheep, is done by collecting some of the iron that falls a certain way. So for example, not all the iron falls down. Some of it falls down here and some of it falls down up here. As you can see, this is completely full of iron. So as you can see, then some iron dropped on us. So that's what the big airship does, is it drops the iron. Also, as you look in, a couple things you'll notice in chat. This is a very vanilla server. I say that because not everything, especially after you've been 8 years, you can't have a pure vanilla server just by practicality. You have like 500 people. You need to have like some like plugins that kind of keep track of who's doing what. Because if you have 500 people playing on a server, they will grief, they will steal, and there needs to be a way to track that. Also, the stuff that you're seeing is from Discord. Those are people actually in the Discord server talking. And then also there are clans here. So clans are basically clans. There's no TP. There's nothing like that. It is vanilla. It is just, there is no, it's just like clans, basically prefixes that people can set to associate with other people. So this is the big spawn plaza. Got some names here. When I joined, all these first couple year players joined. The server recently really took off over the last couple years. And as you can see, this is the main spawn plaza. This is where everyone will congregate if there's some type of event. This is basically the center of the world, even though it's not really. This is the original spawn, so everyone likes to take it seriously. So up here, this is the exit. So when you basically join and you want to build, you just go out far that way. Also, additionally, I should probably show this as well. But if you go on here, there is a Dynamap, and that Dynamap will show you what the server looks like. Basically, everywhere you can build, there's a bunch of places down here that you can build anywhere that's not like, when you click on it, it will say like something like Avenian land or whatever. Anything you click on that doesn't have like something that pops up is probably free real estate. So of course, if there's a house there, I probably wouldn't build there. They might not have gotten around to claiming it. And also these claims are like virtual. They don't actually, like, there's no land claiming in the server. You could go over here and build if you wanted to. It just prevents disputes of like who owns what, I guess. So back to the server. So yeah, so if you're trying to join, as I said, we'll go over that in a sec. There's a whitelist process, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, that's the exit. Mailboxes are over here. This is basically anytime you want to drop something off for somebody, but you don't want to actually have to like meet them up. Say they're like really far out. You can basically just go over to your mailbox, and you can see someone dropped off 64 diamonds in my mailbox. So and claim those diamonds. And I'm not going to claim them, but people just drop things in your mailbox. You put a light there so people know they don't have to walk all the way down. And as you can see, people have been here. So that's the mailbox. You can like write a sign and claim it. Not that difficult to do. Also, there's a couple other cool things. So you have the kits area, you have the mail room, you have the exit. There's the shops, and so down here is all the player shops, and they're in this building. They're not in that building, they're all below. There's also some free stuff. So like, for example, people throw like what their junk to be in here, and you could take it from these 4 chests. So pretty popular, and it doesn't actually stick around. So here's free real estate. These are not free chests. They're redoing the roadways right here. So this is these shops. So this top is me and my girlfriend's shop. We've got sponges and all that kind of stuff. And then up on top of that, you have even more stuff that we're selling, me and her. And then below here, you have almost 100 shops. of different players that have built stuff. So if you want to join, for those of you that are in the Twitch chat, there is a link below the Twitch, and I'll go over in depth how to join in a second. But pretty much that's that. As you can look here, it's a nice little water spout to get in here, and then you've got all these cool shops. So over here we've got Finn that's doing his banners. It's really awesome. It's got all kinds of banners in here. I can't do it justice by going over everything. And this is actually a clan shop, which means a group of people work together to make this shop. It's got the really new blocks up there, and it looks like you even got a skulk sensor. They sell things pretty cheap, so mending books for a diamond. One of the great perks about having such a large and old server is that you have a lot of people that actually end up well, working together. And so while someone may have a mending book, there's a lot of farms. There's also a lot of farms like we don't have, which a lot of people will be like, oh, well, you know, everything has already been done. Honestly, if you're thinking that way, it's not really true, because there is a lot of like lore, which I can go over in a little bit, but like there is a lot of dynamic and economy and stuff like that, and power dynamics that you wouldn't get on any other server. Like, yeah, you can build every farm in the game, but do you have like the impossible armor? Like, I don't know if you see this armor, but this is impossible currently in the version. This is vanilla. This is 1.14.1 God Armor, which was the only version that it was actually possible to create this. And I believe this is the 1.9 God Bow, which there's only a couple of them on the server, but they are mending in infinity, and those are craftable in 1.9. And since the server is so old, we can actually like have those items, and you can buy them, you can sell them. You can do work for other people. You can hire people. There's a lot of economy-based stuff that you couldn't do on any other server. Like, yeah, you could hire someone to go like, you know, mine out something for you on another server, but you'd have to trust them. You'd have to like know all that stuff. Everyone on here is vetted. There's like almost 500 whitelisted people. They're all vetted, and you can like pay them out, and they'll like mine out something for you, or they'll help you build something. You can pay them, and everything is done in diamonds. So as you can see, nothing in any of these chests is like, you don't pay anybody. I can go in there and take stuff. But usually it's like general practice that you actually give people their stuff. And so there's shops upon shops, anything you could think of, people try to sell, because if you get more diamonds, you get more power, and you get more control over the economy. And it's all vanilla economy. It's not like, you know, you're having, you know, wild plugins controlling that. Real quick for everyone that's in the chat, see y'all. Thank you for joining. If you guys want to apply to join, literally all you have to do is there is a Discord server here. You just it is in the description of the Twitch channel. So if you go to the about, you click on this icon right here.